pretty much everybody in the chat knows you from Twitter. Hey, what's up, Orange Duke? I see you in there, you son of a biscuit eater. And you always have some really good takes, and I think it's because they're common sense, and it's refreshing when people respond to common sense positively and don't treat you like you're some sort of like weirdo from outer space coming in with this knowledge that, could be easily had if you just open your eyes and your ears, But what was what brought you to here? Like on Twitter, you have a pretty good following on there, and for good reason. But it's what brought you to the thinking that you have today? What shapes your thoughts about the world today?
I don't know. For me, I guess I had my upbringing in New York, and I guess my first kind of view of kind of like almost like the world is a lie was when I went to the military. When I was in the military, I was in communications, and I had access to a lot of information, which is where I found out about how much not just the military industrial complex, but just the government in general was lying and manipulating people. So when I got out, I went through my trials and tribulations. I was homeless for a while. Actually, that's why I got to kind of read a lot, because when you're homeless, I tell people one of the best places to hang out when you're homeless is the library, because nobody bothers you. It's quiet. You can spend the whole day there. You got a bathroom, you got everything.
Mm-hmm.
But so I learned a lot there. But I say too, when I got out of the military, Clinton was in office, and I went back home, and I kind of saw, I guess my political awakening came when I kind of saw the devastation, I would say, that happened in the projects that I grew up in. And that's when it kind of clicked with me, like, wait a minute, the Democrats are in office. The Democrats are supposed to love black people. So why is all of this happening? That's when I learned about the crime bill and things of that nature. And I learned, like I said, it was even more insidious than the crime bill and the 100-to-1 crack laws. Because they some of those laws, they actually made it so that if you even got out of prison, you couldn't go back in New York City at that time. Most black people that I knew lived in public housing. Well, you couldn't go back to public housing because if you had a felony, you can't live in public housing anymore. You can't get food stamps. You can't do anything. It was pretty much set up to make sure that you went back to prison. And when I saw that all happen under the Democrats, that's when I kind of got my awakening. From there, once, like I said, once you leave the make-believe land of Republicans and Democrats, it makes it easier to see things, I say, for what they are. And that's kind of where the common sense things comes in, because if you're not involved in this, I have to cheer for this team, I have to cheer for that team, and I'm only going to listen to this piece of information. All the other information is false, that kind of nonsense that goes on. The divide and conquer, as we all know. Like I said, it makes things a little clearer to be able to see what's really happening.